Captain's Report, August 4th, 2016. 6 years. 6 long years. That's how long it took us to get Halo Wars 2. Hey guys, it's KP Layouts here, and today Halo Wars 2 has been finally announced. So now I'm going to show you guys the new trailer for Halo Wars 2, and after the trailer's over, I'm going to break it down a little bit and just have a discussion video about Halo Wars 2, and all of that. So enjoy the trailer, and I'll be right back.
Command! This is Red Team. Something hit us. Douglas is down. Immediate evac requested.
Okay, so now I'm going to break down the trailer for you. There's been a lot of mixed ideas of what's going on in the trailer. Some people thought, hey, does this have something to do with the flood? Who are they fighting? What's going on? And in this trailer, I was able to easily look at all the pictures and everything in Photoshop, and I saw that all they're doing is fighting this brute. It shows him as a dark figure, and then they build up the suspense, and then show his face at the end. They're just fighting a really powerful brute. And I guess he's some sort of like Omega Chieftain or something, like he's like the best brute or something like that. And he's like the new Arbiter villain, like he's the main boss. And he's just whooping some ass, being all powerful. He has like that super red special hammer and stuff. Anyway, he looks really awesome. I can already tell this campaign is going to be a lot of fun. And basically that's all that's happening in the trailer, is they're fighting this really powerful brute that they obviously did not expect to run into. And the main guy is named Douglas, and I'm going to call him Channing Tatum because he kind of looks like him. And here's a picture so you guys can see for yourself. So I'm just going to call him Channing Tatum. Anyway, this Douglas guy is like the new Sergeant Forge, I guess. He's like either a sergeant of the Spartans, kind of like Sergeant Forge, or he might be a Spartan himself. Obviously, we don't really know too much about that. Maybe he's in the books and stuff, and other people will know more. But I myself, I'm not really sure. And I'm not really sure about the timing of this. I don't know if it's right after Halo Wars 1. I don't know if it's in the future. Obviously, it shows them as Spartan 1s, so it can't be too much in the future. But anyway, that's about it on the trailer. So now I'm going to talk about Halo Wars. So the fact that Halo Wars 2 just got announced really makes a big change for Halo Wars 1. For one, we already know that it's going to be backwards compatible on the 1, and we have a full year, a little bit over a year, before Halo Wars 2 comes out. So, like, what does this mean for Halo Wars population, competition, and playability? I think, honestly, we're going to see a huge spike in Halo Wars players, because now people are like, hey, this is no longer considered a dead game because a sequel's coming out, you know? It's no longer just a dead end going nowhere. This is a time for people to prepare for the new game. And 343 has a really good way of saying, screw you to the first people who created a game if you look at Halo 4 and Halo 5. I've really noticed that they like to change a lot about a game, to have their own spin on things, and I'm not trying to say that they're going to run Halo Wars 2, but what I'm trying to say is we should probably expect the game to be a lot different. I would like the game to really stick to the roots of Halo Wars 1, but honestly, I have no idea what to expect. Because we look at Halo 5 and Halo 4 and the big changes they did with the story and the gameplay. And Halo 5 is going to be a really different multiplayer gameplay, a gameplay that no Halo game has really seen before. So I really hope that whatever they do, that it works and it's a good idea. And the reason I'm bringing this up is all we can do is play Halo Wars 1 to prepare for Halo Wars 2, but at the same time, when we do get Halo Wars 2, it's probably going to be a lot different. But the whole point is, I think everybody should come back and start playing and enjoy the game before Halo Wars 2, and kind of just build up the community and just get people playing again, and it'd be a lot of fun. That said, I'm going to say that, the YouTube channels for Halo Wars, it's now a really good time to make videos, because this game is going to be a hit no matter what. You know what I mean? It's on Xbox One. There's way more people that are going to get it. Like, this is probably going to be a big game. This is a chance for YouTube channels for Halo Wars to actually get more than 100 views. Like, just making videos and everything help bringing awareness about Halo Wars 1 and Halo Wars 2. Some of you guys with the channels might even hit thousands and thousands of views and subscribers and everything. You might be like Marco Style did when he started making, what was that, The Division or whatever? And we all know Marco's gonna hit up that hype train on Halo Wars probably. So yeah, Topher and everyone else with channels, it's a good time to start uploading again. I might even eventually try and start uploading again and recording, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. Also, I'm going to announce is my friend Red Orca. She has a YouTube channel now, and she already has a YouTube video up for Halo Wars, and is promising to have a lot more videos about Halo Wars. And she's wanting to be a constant uploader, so please go check her out. She's not the best player in the game or anything, but she can definitely produce lots of content, and she's a lot of fun and nice and just a good player to post videos, so please go check that out. And I still have one more video to put up on YouTube. It's my last recorded Halo Wars video, and I've been saving it, and I'm probably going to put it up later this week or next week. And it'll be my last Halo Wars video unless I get another cap card. And since Halo Wars 2 is coming out, it does give a motivation to actually start putting up videos. I mean, it's going to be a big deal. Even if nobody ends up liking the game, you already know day one there's going to be thousands upon thousands of people getting the game. I mean, it's going to be a popular game. It's the next Halo game coming out. So, it's going to be a big deal. So, I did my last video put up. I may start putting up more Halo Wars videos. I really care about the game and everything. But now I'm going to talk about why I got Halo Wars in the first place. And in the comment section below, I want you guys to tell me, why did you get Halo Wars? A lot of people got the game when it first came out, and it seems like at least half just quit the game when they saw it wasn't a shooter. So I'm going to tell you my story of why I got it. So in the comment section, tell me, why did you get the game? So when I first heard that Halo Wars was coming out, it was 2009, and I was a freshman in high school. And when I heard about Halo Wars, I was like, that is stupid. You don't even get to be the guy shooting. You don't get to be the Spartans. I was a first-person shooter kind of guy, and to me, controlling units and building out of a base and all that, to me, that just sounded gay. Like, to me, I thought that was the dumbest idea of a game ever. I never heard of an RTS. For me, I played Halo 3 at the time, and I was all about first-person shooters. The reason I even got an Xbox in the first place was for Halo 3. I played Halo 2, and I just loved it, and I wanted to play Halo 3. And I just basically begged my parents to get an Xbox. And that's kind of how I got even into Xbox, was because of Halo 3. So I heard about Halo Wars, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to get that game, that's stupid. And some of my friends talked about, oh, I'm going to get it because they got every Halo game. And around the same time that Halo Wars was out, there was Halo 3 ODST. Well, at the time, it was getting close to my birthday, and my parents were asking me, what do you want for your birthday, and I was thinking, I want a new game. And I told them I wanted Halo 3 ODST. Well, at the time, to my parents, they don't know anything about video games or anything. So, it comes to my birthday, and I get to open up my games and presents and everything. And I open up what I thought was going to be Halo 3 ODST, and my parents accidentally got me Halo Wars. And that's how I got Halo Wars. And at the time, those were the old Xboxes, and the only way you could play online is if you were able to hook up your Xbox to the wall with an Ethernet cable that was able to connect to the internet, or hook it up to your modem. Which meant you had to have your TV in the same room with the modem, or you had to have it set up into your house and everything. Well, at the time, the only place where the modem was in a computer room, and my room was like on the other side of the house. So back then, it was very hard for me to even come online to play. And I moved a lot, and eventually I had a house where I could play Halo Wars online. But at the time, I just played offline and played against the automatic AI, played the campaign, all that, and I was pretty upset because I wanted Halo 3 ODST. And then eventually I got that game too, and I loved that game. Well, after a while, I just kept playing Halo Wars, and when I was finally able to play online, I was playing some 1v1, and I always played Anders. And my strategy was always to go for vultures when I first started playing. So I'd be like on Blood Gulch, I'd take the reactors and go for quick vultures or hawks. Hawks I thought were cool. And then of course, playing forward, would go for those grizzlies. It's like that's kind of how I first started playing. And then I saw people were putting up videos and stuff, and I saw someone put up like a Goth strategy, and basically I followed that build for a little bit, and then I worked on my own Goth build, like on docks and stuff. And then I just basically did builds. To me, it was like a programmed build, and I could not, like if I got rushed or anything, I just did not know what to do. So I was a pretty bad player, but at the same time I was kind of decent, and all I did was play unarranged 2v2 or 1v1. I had no teammates or any friends or anything on Halo Wars. And then after a while, I ran into some good players in UA because for whatever reason they have a teammate, so they got on twos. And then I beat some of the good players apparently, and I didn't even know that they were good. But I guess I played against Millsy one time, and at the time he was one of the top tier players. And he said, "Hey, you're pretty good. Me and you should play again or something." And I was like, "No, you suck. I beat you." And I was kind of a trash talker. He's like, "No, I was on your team." And then he like started talking crap to me. But anyway, that's kind of how I got introduced to like high level players. And I just met a lot of high level players in unarranged. And then after a while, I started playing with them on twos party, and I just really liked it. And then Millsy taught me how to do the first cutter candy down tech way back then in like 2010 or whatever, early 2010, 2009. And at that time, I just started getting better. And I started playing with Battle Rifle, Millsy. Then I started playing with DC Rafflecopter. And I started meeting like some noobs. I started making friends with noobs and stuff a little bit before I met the good players. And back then is how I met Hutsy. Like this guy named K-Cad's like, "Hey, this is Hutsy," and he's like telling Hutsy about how good I am compared to them. Like I was like the best in their little noob crew. And Hutsy and I were kind of like rivals. Like Hutsy and I didn't like each other. And then that's how we became friends, and then we became twos partners. And anyway, that's kind of like the story of how I got started out. So for me, I've put a lot of time on Halo Wars. I've made a lot of cool friends, and I've enjoyed being a high level player and playing lots of good games, and it's just been a lot of fun. And this whole time we've been all waiting for Halo Wars 2, and all of us in our mind thinking it's probably never going to happen. No one cares about this game. And now today we find out it's coming out. So everybody get on Halo Wars. Everybody come back. Let's get the game high level community, everybody back, Get the noobs back too. Everybody should be on this game now preparing for next year. And I'm ready to see all of you guys on the Xbox One playing Halo Wars 2 when it comes out. I'm wanting to get a crew together because I have a good feeling. Like when Halo Wars first came out, I don't know if people really remember this, but it was on game battles. They had tournaments and stuff. But if they really treat Halo Wars 2 like they treat the other Halos finally, we may even have a World Championship series on our hands. We may have esports and all that. So obviously, I want to get in on that. I know you guys do too. So in the comment section, tell me about why you got Halo Wars, and if you guys are expecting there to be like esports and high level gameplay for the new game and championship series, all that kind of stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I might put up a couple more videos, like discussion videos like this, and talking about Halo Wars 2. See you guys later.